All right, ladies, welcome back to the channel. So today I do want to talk about dating tips for you gals. Just got in from Southern Cal and I'm back in Northern Nevada. So I was thinking about this for you girls. And if I had a daughter, the same tips I would give to her. First of all, as I always mention, it's wash, rinse, and repeat. Again, always become the best version of yourself. That's what you got to focus on. So whether you're a young lady or you're coming in the age of 20s or whatever age you are, always become the best version of yourself. That's the number one. Okay, so once you do that, then you can put yourself out there with confidence, knowing what value you're bringing and not having a false sense of yourself. And that's the number one. So become the best version of yourself, develop yourself, and that's never going to end, ladies. Never, even when you're in a relationship. So dating tips for you girls is, again, start with the foundation, the fundamentals. When you become the best version, I'm sure all you girls out there want to date or have a relationship or eventually get married to a very top tier guy. And I'm sure that top tier guys want a higher value woman. Again, higher value, we're not going to equate that with your body count because that's really stupid. What counts is what you're always doing with yourself. Again, actions speak louder than words. I know there's a lot of noise out there that can confuse you. Don't pay attention to that. Stick with fundamentals. Stick with biology, primal instinct, evolution. It's just the way male, female genders are designed. Just stick with that. The male, female polarity, masculine, feminine. Whether you're pursuing a career or you're pursuing to become a full-time housewife and caregiver to children. It doesn't matter. Again, fundamentals, become the best version of yourself. Appreciate the DNA that you do have, your looks. Tune that up the best as possible. Then go out there and kill it. Champion the world. There's nothing that you can't do. Nothing you can't do, whether it's pursuing a hobby, career, academics. So dating, again, you'll attract the highest value male. Hang out with the highest value type of people. You become the average of the most 5 people you spend time with. Always remember that. So attract and spend time with high value men or women and date high value men and women. And what makes you high value? Having money or having cash does not create high value. Number one, all right? So there's a lot of number ones in this one. So remember, always remember that. That does not equate to high value. It just means you have a lot of money. So it doesn't mean you have character, ethics, or anything else like that. But if you want to date achievers, and that's the key word, achievers, see what people are doing. Don't go by what they're talking about, what they're saying, or what they're going to do. Look at their past, and then that can allow you to predict the future. And that's the basic fundamentals, girls. You don't have to get into all the mix, mashup, and all this collage of different this, and he said this, and if she says this. No. Fundamentals. Become the best version of yourself. You'll have confidence in yourself. Always develop yourself. Always know what value, true value, you're bringing to the table. Don't have a false sense of yourself. And go out there and kill it. Go out there, communicate, interact. Smile, be friendly, be mindful and self-aware of everything you're doing, and have a good time. Life is short. Do not waste, you ladies, do not waste your youth on nonsense. Get your education in if that's what you're after. You don't have to go to school to educate yourself in today's world. There's so much information out there. As long as you get your ass out of bed, you're not lazy. There's plenty of stuff you can do without going to a traditional schooling system. So, but if you decide to do that as well, then do it. But develop yourself every day, become the best version, and just go to places where you're going to meet different types of men and women. If you're in a city, a podunk town, like a lot of these smaller, mid-sized cities are generally, don't hang out there. Go to these larger cities. Go to the places where there is high academia, where there's a lot of highly skilled professionals, generally speaking. Again, that's going to attract achievers, because what does it take to become the best in anything, whether it's a sport. Right, we got the Olympics going on right now. You think those folks were sleeping in every day? No, they were dedicated. They lived a regiment. So you have to follow the dating rules the same way if you're following a sport and you're shooting for the World Games or for the Olympic Games. You have to be dedicated. You have to better yourself. You have to go to places where these other achievers like you, because you're an achiever, are hanging out. So doing all this will minimize your risks and challenges in meeting the highest value guy to date or have a relationship or eventually marry. Simple, simple, simple recipe, girls, as well as this is for the guys as well. Don't pay attention to all the low-hanging fruit that you're finding on these YouTube channels, that these supposed gurus or coaches that they call themselves. They are attracting and interviewing the lowest hanging fruit. Are there people out there like that? Obviously there are. You don't need to select people like that, and that's not what the majority of people are, whether you're male or female. So again, better yourself, improve yourself. That never stops. Go to places where high achievers hang out. Again, you know what, body count and all this stuff and all this other talk about women with high body count and all that, that doesn't mean anything, you girls. What counts is what you're doing with yourself. So don't pay attention to that stupid noise. And for the guys as well, you know, I mean, what counts is what the girl is doing with herself. What's achieving. When you're achieving greatness, you don't have time to create a high body count. That's not what's on your mind and your focus, even if you're a very sexual person. That's the whole deal about this. You know, I listened to some of these videos just to get an idea of what is out there, and that is so much garbage. And so many of these women and men that are supposed giving advice or coaching out there, most of it's garbage. Very little of it brings true value. If you stick to the fundamentals that I just shared with you, you'll have true success. Because those are the fundamentals that actually get you success. Not whether he said, she said this, she has a high body count, he's doing this. When you're busy on your mission and purpose, you don't have time to go fuck around and build a high body count, because that takes energy. That takes a lot of energy. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with this. This is for you ladies mainly, and this can apply for you men out there as well. Just always remember that. Always remember, when you are achieving, again, always look at a person's action. What is this guy doing with himself? Don't waste your youth with garbage, with bullshitters, with promises. Don't fix a guy. That's why I always recommend going out with older men, or either a few years older or much older. It doesn't matter. Number is just a number out there. If there's a connection, go out there and do it. And maximize your potential, self-realization. So anyways, I'll do another video again of this, but the basics of dating tips, girls, it's out there. I just shared it with you. That's the basics of it. Here's your tips out there. Be self-aware, mindful. And if you just meet a guy and you're not sure about him, then vet him. There's the internet. Vet that person. Meet him somewhere. Don't go to his home right away if you feel a little sketchy about him. Don't drive in his car. Meet him somewhere for a drink, for a coffee, or for a walk. Go to the beach. Something simple. Get a feel for that guy. Again, look at the guy's action, what he's truly doing with himself. What has he accomplished, depending what age he is? What has he accomplished so far? Does that help? Hopefully it does. So anyways, leave a comment, like this video, and share. We'll talk to you later, ladies. Ciao.